name is Ziggy Scandalous, and I have a couple of questions for the Rhino. Okay, a little bit, what was your biggest nightmare doing a tour?
Whoa, biggest nightmare doing a tour. Well, we got to go way back. Back to 2000, what was it, 2003, 2004. Back in the days where we had this little van. We all stuck in the van, the whole crew, and we didn't have much humans to help us out. It was pretty difficult moving the stuff. Back was hurting and all that. A lot of new figures coming into the crew. So a lot of new figures, the old figures getting out. You know, there's a lot of transitional kind of stuff going on, and that was a bit of a nightmare. You know, sometimes transitions are good, sometimes nightmares. You learn something from it, but yeah, it was that time. You know.
Yeah. And so, who these days is your best pal or one of your best pals in the crew?
Geez, best pal in the crew. You know, I like all my puppets. You know what I mean? And what I even like more is outside of the crew. There's even more puppets that I like. It just extends. You know, there's no favorites really. You know, I prefer not to be the one to say, you know, this one's my favorite today, this one's my favorite tomorrow. I prefer not to, because that's a little bit like judgment. You know what I mean? I don't like doing that.
The Puppet Masters have launched not only a couple of rapes, but also a community, a puppet community website.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh man, it's going good. The last couple weeks now. What was it 2008 September, and yeah, it's going really good so far. A lot of puppets joining in. Actually, as a matter of fact, last week started a little squad with attacking some humans who were going over there to try to show their faces, get off. You know, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know why they were trying to get on there, but they was trying to impress somebody. It definitely wasn't impressing us. And being kind of the one in the place, kind of, you know, representing for the crew, along with Crew Shalana, you know, we put an attack. And we just put an email to all the puppets out there, and just boom. In about 24 hours, these humans was out. And I have to say the community's just really in shape. And it's working out really good with the puppets, working out really good with the collaboration and all. It's very good. I'm very happy. I'm very proud of it, and I look forward to it growing more in the future.
Yeah, what other future plans you have?
Myself, well, let's see, doing a lot of flying these days, and I think it's about time I get my private jet. You know, it's been a lot of moving going along, a lot of telephone calls. I look forward to getting, you know, I'm really into technology, actually, I have to admit, and being that today in this day and age, you know, 21st century, you can definitely connect with a lot more puppets in a short amount of time, you know. So I'm really into traveling around the world and gathering a lot more puppets, and you know, another day on the job, you know what I'm saying?
The legend says you are all the way from Africa, and do you still have contact to those figures, and how did you manage to be in the Puppet Masters?
Yeah, well, you know, I did come from there, but actually I wasn't really raised much there. You know, been there a couple times to visit, but mostly my relations are a lot stronger in the inner cities. You know what I mean?
Do you think of going back?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I go back all the time. You know what I mean? I'm moving, like I said, you know, I'm traveling a lot, moving around a lot, and it's really interesting to find out, you know, what's going on.
Does a big fat rhino like you have a motto for life, or religion, or motto or so?
Well, I haven't really thought about mottos, really. You know, I'm not really
okay.
I'm not one to be the role model type. You know, I mean, I'm not really you know, I don't really expect that, so I don't really set myself up to throw out mottos, really. All I got to say is, you know, you got something, just rock it and do the best you can, and forget what the other people think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so what I'd like to know is what is there something that I mean, you seem to be very calm. Is there something that really freaks you out?
Something that really freaks me out. Let's see. I really fear, being that it gets really hot during a show. I like to. I'm not afraid to say this, but I like to take down my pants and just rock the show without any pants on because it's getting really hot. I'm a big guy and I sweat a lot. And, one of my biggest fears is if the stage actually fell down and the people would see, I'm not really comfortable with, flashing my puppet figure in front of about, 800 people or something like that. Maybe a couple or a few, but that's one of my biggest fears when I'm on stage, that kind of thing.
Is there something you especially like about the new album of the Puppet Mastaz?
Yeah, it's got a lot more beef to it. A lot more pack to it. It's got a little bit of a pack going on. Got that little cruise within the cruise. And, that's interesting in its format. And also that, like I said, beef in the sense of, it's grounded and it's pounded. You know what I mean?
Is it some kind of hobby that you have if it's not rapping or so?
Well, I have to say one of my biggest hobbies is just, networking and getting people together and, making sure people connect with them, with us, getting things moving. I like moving things. And I like, for the last, long time now, been supporting the Puppet Mastaz, making sure nobody, comes in to try to deteriorate us or anything like that. Been protecting the group a lot. In the beginning I was behind the scenes, doing a lot of security work, making sure all the right moves are going on and the HTML ways and all that shit, getting the DVDs out. I was making shit happen, all the business stuff behind the scenes. And now lately these days come out a little bit out because that's the way I'm feeling,
Is there something that the other creatures should learn from you?
Well, we all have our bad habits. So I would say, you learn from it. Don't just learn from me. Learn from everybody else. Just learn from the worst to be the best. You know what I mean? So if I got bad habits, just learn from me not to do that. And if there's something that you like or, that you don't like, take it or leave it. And I just have to say for that question, people should just, take the good parts of somebody and take it or leave it,
Thank you for the interview, Mr. Rhino.
All right, thanks.
Wicked, man.